Never waste a good crisis. And when it comes to the economic crisis, don't waste it when it can have a very positive impact.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste.
The way we're going to win over the long term is not just militarily. We've got to win over hearts and minds. And what that means is we've got to invest in countries that have no educational infrastructure, have no means for young people to get ahead. We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
Stay tuned for politics and religion.
Well, the most closely watched city in the United States of America, the dubious honor goes to the city of Chicago. Of course, Chicago has come in for more than its fair share of attention since the election of Barack Obama, since he hails from that part of the country. But here's this story, and this has been coming for a long time. It's actually been the purpose of Mayor Daley to make this true. When the body of Chicago's school board president was found partially submerged in a river last fall, a bullet wound to the head, cameras helped prove it was a suicide. Friends had speculated someone forced Michael Scott to drive to the river before shooting him and maybe even wrapped his fingers around the trigger. But within days, police recreated Scott's 20-minute drive through the city using high-tech equipment that singled out his car on a succession of surveillance cameras, handing the image from camera to camera. The video didn't capture Scott's final moments, but it helped convince police his death was a suicide. He wasn't followed. He wasn't following anyone. He never picked up a passenger. This investigation offered a riveting demonstration of the most extensive and sophisticated video surveillance system in the United States, and one that is transforming what it means to be in public in Chicago. Okay, so Chicago had a goal to make itself the most surveilled city in the world, and apparently it has done that successfully. London held that position, and I'm not going to say honored because it's not an honor. It's horribly intrusive. It smacks of big brotherism. It is a total invasion of privacy, but here they're arguing for it. So let's take this argument one step further. They're talking about how they've been able to prevent drug deals, solve crimes, because everybody in Chicago's watched 24/7. Well, let me give you a better idea, Chicago. Put a camera in everyone's house. As a matter of fact, put it in all of the rooms. That way you can watch everybody all the time, and you'll solve all the crimes 100%. Why not? I mean, they did it in 1984. Remember that particular book written by George Orwell, 1984, where they had a camera in every room, a screen watching you while you watched it. They made sure you ate right. They made sure you did your exercises right. Hey, some of you out there that are really gung-ho on this new world order, you probably think that would be a good idea as well. I mean, we are developing a world of control freaks. We're developing a world where people think they know best and that you should follow their lead, and they intend to try to enforce it. That's really where we're headed now. I mean, this thing's not going to stop with cap and trade. It's not going to stop with monitoring everyone's emissions that they give in their personal life, in their home, in their car. I mean, we're talking about big brotherism to the max, and that's what's being promoted here in Chicago. This article went on to say, in less than a decade and with little opposition, the city of Chicago has linked thousands of cameras on street poles and skyscrapers, aboard buses, and in train tunnels in a network covering most of the city. Officials can watch video live add a sprawling emergency command center, police stations, and even some squad cars. I don't think there's another city in the U.S. that has as an extensive and integrated camera network as Chicago has, said Michael Chertoff, the former Homeland Security Secretary. Now, let me tell you something else we can do to really control everybody. We can adopt the national ID card, and that's in the Congress right now, so that everybody has to have a card, and you'll use this for all of your transactions. That way they can pull it up on computer, and they can watch what you do through the day. When you stopped at McDonald's, it's your driver's license as well. When you checked in at work, and they can just pattern. And all of us can be like a little mouse in this maze controlled by the government. Is that what you want? Or would you prefer America? President Obama is hosting a nuclear summit in Washington, D.C. today. The goal is the control of nuclear materials and their eventual elimination. Will this effort be successful? The answer is in the Bible. We'll read what the Bible actually says today on politics and religion.
Look, there are two things I don't discuss: politics and religion.
In my house, we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion.
I'll talk to you about anything except politics and religion.
I never talk about politics and religion.
Politics determines how we'll live here on earth. Religion determines how we'll live forever. I'm Irvin Baxter. I think it's time we talk about it. So